Cheers, this is Randon Lessing, Senior Risk Management Consultant with Berkeley Industrial Comp. During this training video today, we're going to take a few minutes and discuss the Niosh Heat Safety Tool app for your cell phones. This is a heat indexing tool. All right, let's jump into it. Prevent heat injuries and illness. We're going to talk about the heat index, which is a measure of how hot it feels when relative humidity is taken into account along with the actual air temperature. It is important to note that since the heat index values were devised for a shady light wind conditions, that exposure to full sunshine can increase the overall heat index values up to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. The National Weather Service uses the heat index values to issue heat alerts to the general public. However, workers in hot environments experience heat stress from a combination of environmental factors and metabolic heat from the tasks they are performing. You need to take into account other variables, such as they working on top of a roof. Is there some reflective material beneath them? I know reflective sheet metal can also, and metal for that matter, can have heat below and above you, which greatly increases the overall heat index. So there are other variables that management needs to take into account when they're determining the overall heat index for the day. However, we're going to talk about a tool which is awesome for your planning work in hot weather. Again, the cell phone tool that we're going to talk about is a phone app known as the Niosh Heat Safety Tool. And you can download this app at the Apple App Store or on Google Play. It all depends on if you have a Droid or Apple device. If you'd like more information about this app, I have a link right there. If you go to Niosh's page or CDC and do a search Niosh Heat Safety Tool app, you're going to come right to it. Also, a general Google search is going to provide the information that you're looking for. Okay, let's jump right into it and go through what's in the app. This is a screenshot for what you're exactly going to see once you've downloaded the app onto your cell phone. Now, this program, I should say, does not require a username or password, and it is free, no cost to download. All right, opening screen, you have two options to enter in the information to get the risk assessment started. Option one is a zip code. The system, if you have location turned on, will auto pull your zip code and auto populate the weather information. Or you can hand jam in what the temperature is and the humidity is for that day, which will also work. Now, below that is a graph that takes into account the information that is entered and what is the overall risk for that day. It also tells you what the temperature actually feels like. So again, this is using heat index information. So at 105 degrees Fahrenheit with 35% humidity, this tool is telling us that outside and shady with a little bit of windy conditions, it's going to feel like 116 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you don't have wind and you're not in shade, it could even feel upwards of 130 degrees. So this is important to note when you're doing risk assessments for your crews, what that humidity and temperature, what the overall impact is as far as the temperature. Now, it is my recommendation to you, if the overall risk assessment is above moderate, you need to take time to read the precautions statement that you see there. You click on this precautions tab, and it will provide to you the work rest cycle, how much water the employees need to drink for the day based off the given conditions, and things of that nature. Also, another thing worth pointing out, you see here this blue line going down to the hourly tab. If you are using option 1 for the zip code and you click on this hourly tab, it is going to give you the overall risk assessment hour by hour for the calendar day. Now, where this is helpful for you is planning purposes. You can actually determine what part of the day is going to be the lowest risk for your employees as far as the heat goes. So, awesome planning tool for your supervisors and management team, that hourly forecast tool. Now, some other things worth pointing out here across the bottom, you have a symptoms button, also a first aid button. This is general heat injury illness information. which also can be very useful if you have supervisors out there that are providing first aid to somebody that is having some heat injury or illness signs or symptoms. So that is a general rundown of this app. I hope that you enjoyed this video with Berkeley Industrial Comp. Some other places that you can gather information, you can email me if you have any questions. Also, our R.A.M.P team can be contacted at our website, www.berkindcomp.com. Also, I've provided you a 1-800 phone number. You can call this to get in touch with any of our R.A.M.P's loss control consultation team. Also, I hope that you like this video. Similar content produced by us can be found on LinkedIn and Twitter. Hopefully you're having a great day. Be safe out there. Prevent those heat injuries. Make sure that you use this Heat Safety Index app during the summer months, and make sure this information is being provided to your crews on a daily basis. Cheers.